Okay. Hello and good day, Ma'am Fuentes. So this is Libunao from Management Accounting 2B. So I'll be answering exercise number 3. So I'll just make this video very quick kasi alam ko maraming kang chine-check. So for the purpose of this video, ma'am, I have my scanned na So skinan ko na yung mga answers ko dito sa aking iPad for the purpose of faster na narration. Sige, I'll go through it na. So for number 1, yung requirements is to prepare the necessary entries to record the transactions related to the grant for 2021 to 2023 under the deferred income approach. So again, for deferred approach, for January 1, 2021, we are going to record this as cash of 500,000 and deferred grant income of 500,000. So yung purpose nito, ma'am, is we use this to record the receipt of the grant. So for December 31 of the same year, we are going to debit machine of 3 million and debit cash of 3 million din. So this is to record the purchase of the machine as stated dito na the company purchased for 3 million of a machine which has a useful life of 5 years. Okay, so it is said in dito that the policy is to depreciate the asset on a straight line basis. So in order for us to kind of like do that, mag-record tayo ng depreciation expense of 600,000 and accumulated depreciation of 600,000 as what was taught to us sa straight line basis before sa previous lessons. Okay, so this is to record the annual depreciation charges natin. And then we are going to finally record grant income that is proportionate to the useful life of the machine. So again, deferred grant income of 100,000 and grant income of 100,000. So deferred grant income yung debit and then credit natin grant income both amounting to 100,000 kasi dapat balanced. Okay, so for 2022, we move down here. Okay, so on December 31, so wala tayong entry for January 1 because na-record na natin before and then wala namang necessary adjustments for that, or of which we'll get to na sa next na part. Okay, so for December 31, we have depreciation expense of 600,000 and accumulated depreciation of 600,000. So the same lang siya because we are using the straight line basis or straight line method of depreciation. So hence why the same lang siya, and then that is to record the annual depreciation charges. Okay, and then we are gonna still record our deferred grant income and then our grant income of 100,000 pa rin. So again, this entry is to record the grant income in proportion to the useful life of the machine. So yung neto, ma'am, yung tawag nito, the description that I kind of got from this is derived from the examples sa book or yung ibang problems na that were presented there, and then I took a look din sa ibang materials, and then yeah. Okay, so next dito naman tayo sa 2023. So for 2023, the grant became fully repayable because of non-compliance with conditions. Okay, so for our first entry for January 1, kasi January 1 din nag-take place yung change. So we're gonna put debit machine 500,000 and then credit cash 500,000. So why, you ask again, ma'am? So this is to record the repayment of the grant by increasing the of the machine, the CA of the machine. So this is again because ito yung nakagiven dito on January 31, blah blah blah. Okay, so for December 31, we are basically gonna do the same. So first up, ni-record ko dito depreciation expense of 600,000 and then accumulated depreciation of again 600,000. So this is just to record the annual depreciation because again straight line basis tayo. And then we are gonna record then another account of depreciation, which is depreciation expense pa rin and accumulated depreciation yung credit for 200,000. So this is to record like the cumulative additional depreciation because of the grant repayment. So this took place because nagka-change tayo sa January 1. Okay, now moving on. So if we tackle this from a deduction approach na perspective, so we're gonna go straight to it. Okay, so for 2021 January 1, we have the debit of cash 500,000 and then credit deferred grant income of 500,000, and this is just to record the receipt of the grant. Again, same problem, just different approaches. So It's almost basically the same. So again, to record the purchase of the machine, we are going to debit machine of 3 million kasi ito yung purchase price, and then we're gonna credit cash for 3 million, and this is to again record the purchase of the machine. Okay, so for our next entry, we have deferred grant income and then machine of 500,000. So this is so to record the deduction of the government grant from the asset, the cash of the asset. Okay, so for December 31 of the same year, 2021, we are gonna record the depreciation, which is different this time. So 500,000 na yung depreciation natin. So depreciation expense of 500,000 and accumulated depreciation of 500,000. And this is again to record the annual depreciation charges. So we'll be seeing a lot of this one again. Okay, so for 2022, we just have a single entry, which is that depreciation expense dito. So it's basically the same. Depreciation expense of 500,000 debit, and then credit accumulated depreciation of 500,000. So this is again to record the annual depreciation charges. So since straight line din or straight line method ng depreciation, so that stays constant. Okay, so moving on naman tayo dito, we are going to sige. Okay, for 2023, again, this is for the deduction approach. On January 1, we have deferred grant income of 300,000, and then we have the loss on the repayment of the grant, which is 200,000, and then we have cash 500,000. And again, this is to record the repayment of the grant, which took place on January 2023, January 1 to be exact, because of the non-compliance with the conditions. Okay, so same goes, same old. For December 31, i-record din natin yung depreciation expense, and then again, the accumulated depreciation, just to record like the annual depreciation charge. Or alternatively, we can also, tawag na to, we can also record it. I'm sorry. Okay, correction lang po pala. On December 31, this is supposed to be 800,000 pala. Sorry. This is supposed to be 800,000 for the depreciation expense and for the accumulated depreciation. Okay, for 2023 again, veto na lang po. Yung depreciation natin, depreciation expense is for December 31, depreciation expense is 800,000 and accumulated depreciation is 800,000 under the deduction approach. Again, ma'am, this has been Libunao from BSMA 2B. And I have answered exercise 3 the best way that I can. Kasi if isulat ko pa, I think mas matagalan ako. Okay, so again, yeah, yun lang ma'am. Thank you ma'am.